What's up, Chris Crone here, and guess what I have behind me? What you're looking at is a business, and I own hundreds of businesses. And there was a time when I really sucked at business, and then I found the secret to growing business, not 1x or 5x, but 10x. We're talking about 1000% increase. And I decided today, for all my business owners out there, for all of you that have a business, from a side hustle to something meaningful, and you're like, yo, I want a 5x, I want a 10x, I want a 100x my business, how do I do it? Today, I'm gonna share those secrets.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! I'm turning dreams into reality. Yeah, it's one shot, now the future is yours. Go!
Aha, you found the right place. Come on in. Listen, today we're talking about this. 3 secrets to 10x your business. And here's the secret. How do you actually do that for free? Because listen, there's got to be all sorts of ways of, well, if I drop 100 grand here and I drop $10,000 here and I could pay for this, I could pay for that. Hopefully that'll grow my business. But how do you actually grow your business that ridiculously fast, but at no expense? You're going to enjoy today's video. I think I wasted a decade of my business life before I understood the secret that I'm going to be sharing with you today. I spent a decade putting my head down being the lone wolf. Have you ever done that? Like, if you want it done right, you have to do it yourself, and I'm the best one, I'm the most qualified, and then you wear all of the hats, and then you overwork yourself, and you don't quite trust your people, and then at some point you break through a lot of that stuff, and you start having some levels of success. But at one point you ask yourself, listen, things are growing kind of like a traditional business, 10% this year, 30% that year, 2% that year, lost 10%. How do you grow hundreds of percent a year? And when I got my hands on this information 5 years ago, I started cracking the code.
Let the hacking begin.
And I started doubling, tripling, or quadrupling every single year. And it's now exploded into owning hundreds of businesses. And today, I'm going to show you what the secret is. So let's kick off today actually with what is the secret? And the secret to 10xing your business is a business advisor. That's right. There is someone out there in the world right now that if you had the right relationship with them, they could help you knock it out of the park. They possess the secrets to growing your business. They've been where you've been, and they already solved those problems, and literally, they could give you the shortest path to the most success. Where are these people though, and aren't they gonna be really expensive? Not necessarily. In fact, remember in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to actually get them for free. But first, how do you aggregate business advisors who can double, triple, or 10x your company? Turns out there's actually 3 things that you need to be aware of, and you're going to want to take note, because if you can watch this short video today and go find someone and leverage these 3 hacks, I'm going to tell you right now, this could be your biggest year of business growth yet. So let's start with a little bit of a reality check, the way the world works. Most business advisors provide you with their services by billing at a set hourly rate. Depending on the industry, experienced advisors can charge anywhere from $2,500 to $10,000 per day. And you know what? They can even charge more than that. The reality is business advisors can be extraordinarily expensive, and they can charge those rates because they know their worth and they know what they can do. But today's secret is not about finding expensive business advisors. Today's video is about helping you find the free ones.
For free!
So how do you go about that? Well, it comes down to 3 steps. And step number 1, you have to find someone in your industry with 10x your results. Meaning they've already been there, done that. Like it's an old hat for them. They hacked it, they figured it out. And you might even know who some of these people are. And you're like, man, I wish that person was motivated to want to help me. Well, check this out. You want to seek out someone who has already achieved 10 times or even 100 times what you're trying to accomplish, to make absolutely sure that the advice that you're getting is sound and has the highest likelihood of working. Then we move on to step 2. After you found your mentor, you need to do some self-analysis. Are you going to engage them and execute on the advice that they give you? And honestly, only you can know. Like, are you teachable? Are you changeable? Those are the hallmarks of a really strong business owner. And the truth is, a lot of people really struggle with that. Advice in step number 3 is going to be the most important, but it doesn't matter if you're not currently in a position where you're actually reliable at doing what you know you're supposed to do. Truth is, some people are either lazy, or they're preoccupied, or they're distracted, or they're focused on doing the things that don't work. You're only ready first and foremost for a business advisor when you're like, hey, I've worked hard at this. I think I've taken this as far as I can. And now I'm really open to taking the path of an expert that knows how to 10x or 100x my results. And I'm going to execute on what they say. Approaching and working with an expert will only work for an action taker. Don't approach them unless you really mean it. As in, from time to time, I have people that reach out to me and they're like, hey, Chris, I got this business and I want your help. And then I find out that they're not going to follow through. They're not going to actually follow the advice. And you know what? As a business advisor myself, that is a nightmare relationship for me, because the whole reason why I as a business advisor want to work with someone is because I want to see them 10x and 100x. I want to see them get there as fast as possible. So yes, you have to have the right business advisor, but you better be ready to follow their advice and blow up your business. Currently, I'm working on a multi-billion-dollar business, and not my first one. And as I started putting it together, I realized I have a gap. There's someone I need in my life that needs to help me prepare for exit, because this business has some complexity to it. So I found the perfect mentor who's already had 1,000 exits. Maybe you've heard the name Roland Frazier. He's been a really wonderful friend. He's been a great mentor. He's been a great business partner. And I brought Roland on, and basically Roland has been helping me outline step by step all the important things I need to do now, so that when it comes time to exit in the next 5 to 7 years, we can maximize that and literally make 10 times the money if we do it right. His advice has been absolutely invaluable to me, and he is also what led to this third most important step of the ultimate secret of how you find business advisors for free. Listen, you can find that perfect advisor and say, I'd like to write you a check. And let's be honest, you actually don't want to write that check because you're hoping their advice will grow the business. What's a different way of paying them without paying them? Number 3, pay them a piece of the new revenue, not the old revenue, a piece of the new revenue. If they really are intrigued and as good as they say they are, what does a relationship look like where if they can help you 10x your business, that they actually get a piece of the action? And this is where you again have to self-evaluate. Imagine if you gave 10% of future profits to a business advisor who could 10x your results. Would you trade a dime for a dollar? And that's probably one of the most important questions of the day. Are you willing to trade a dime for every new dollar that you get in? I'm gonna tell you right now, as a business owner myself, if you show me a machine where I put a dime in and I get a dollar out, I put 10,000 in and I get $100,000 out, I'm gonna do that all day long. So how you actually get these business advisors for free, the secret is right here. You form a relationship that says, hey, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm trying to get to, evaluate each other, and if they say, okay, I think I can help you get there, it could be I could write you a check, but you know what I'd rather do? How about I give you a piece of all of the profits? Call it 10% of future profits of all the new revenue that we generate together. Let me tell you why they're gonna love this. Your business advisor does not want to become your business partner. They don't want to have 50% of the business. They don't want to be an employee, and they don't want to be a manager. They don't want to give you their time. They have something way more valuable. You see, they have a track record. They have history of success. They have the strategy, the SOPs. They literally know step by step how to get there. So by giving you that strategy, as long as you're an implementer, they really don't have to give you a lot of time. They have to share their secrets. So what they love about it is, okay, I'm only getting 10% of those future profits on everything new that we generate together, but I don't have to exchange my time. I have to exchange the critical knowledge of industry secrets of exactly how it works. I'm going to tell you right now that you might only be texting your business advisor from time to time. You might have an occasional 5 or 15-minute meeting, and that literally might be the only thing standing between where you're at and 10xing your business. Hey, I want to thank you for watching today's video, and I hope that this secret makes a world of difference for you and your business. Question for you, how would you like to have me as your business advisor? Is that even a possibility? Is that something that actually exists? Well, my expertise ranges from finance and real estate and owning businesses in all sorts of different industries to social media marketing, etc. Everything I do is incredibly organic. And if you're a subscriber here and you've been watching me thinking, wow, you know, Chris, I do need a business advisor, but I actually think that you might be that business advisor, then I want to introduce you to somebody. So this is actually Trent Levitt. This is a friend of mine. And dude, Trent's my workout buddy. You might have seen him in other social media. We've been pushing each other hard for years. Our friend, we have this great friend group. We love to hang out, but Trent is also a ninja when it comes to the game of business.
Yeah, I love getting to talk to people that work with Chris in their businesses. So if you have a successful business, but you're wanting to go to the 10x results, 10, 15, 20x results, then you need to click on the link below, get with me, we'll evaluate your business, we'll vet it, and then we'll get you in contact with Chris.
All right, you heard it from him. Click the link below if you want to explore what business advisory with me might look like. And otherwise, we'll see you on the next video. Biggest mistake that entrepreneurs make is going it alone. Everyone thinks that it's a lone wolf game instead of a pack, a team, a group that actually come together to make it happen. You know, one of the things that I love about Henry Ford is he's credited for being the inventor of the modern day automobile. The reality is, if you read his biography, that guy says, I wasn't the smartest guy in the room. I didn't even know how to do it. I didn't understand engines and things like that. But you know what I did is I surrounded myself with all the right people, and they helped bring this vision of mine to life. If you have a vision for your future, if you really want to grow your business, then there's a link below where I might be that business advisor. But on top of that, I'm going to tell you that really what it comes down to is mentorship. It's finding someone that has so much more success than you that can show you the secrets and the paths. And I made a video about literally how much of an explosion you can create in your life if you can find the right mentors. Click this video, check it out. Is the S and the S correct here? Provide you, got it, okay. Okay, go back to position, we're ready.
From the top?
No, just from right here. Most business. Yeah, and you came up on that one, but. Okay, now, oh, how did I start? I said, but